Hey, I'm Mr. Terry, high school history teacher. Welcome back to another History Teacher Reacts video. All right, we're coming back with the funnies here. And recently, over the past couple weeks, I've been checking out some videos about kids being smartasses in their school. And along those lines, this video was recommended to me by a bunch of you, and it is funniest detention slips. So I'm assuming this is going to be kids that got in trouble and checking out the reasons they got in trouble. And yeah, I guess there's a lot of funny ways somebody could get in trouble. I got a sense of humor for that. Hey, I got in trouble a few times when I was young too, but I don't know if it was ever funny. So hopefully these kids can one up me on that. All right, the original video link is down below. You can check out this compilation. Also down below, you'll see some links to some other stuff like my YouTube gaming channel, my Twitch gaming channel. Do a lot of streams, especially now that it's summertime, trying to get on there a lot more and play fun games and interact with you a lot more. Also links to Discord, Teespring if you're looking for some fun merch and other things there as well. All right, let's get started. Oh, cute doggo.
Like the video and subscribe right now, and this doggo will bring you toilet paper if you're ever in a dire need.
Wish my dog did
Detention
cool stuff
for
like
drawing
that.
Justin Bieber in lessons, singing That Should Be Me, and hitting a non-believer.
Non-believers. Detention for drawing Justin Bieber in lessons, singing That Should Be Me, and hitting a non-believer. Gotta believe.
Reason: there was an unused tampon that some student found on the floor. Justin ran over to pick it up, and
least it
he
was
threw it at
unused.
his friend, shot the mid at him. Reason:
Oh,
student
gross.
answered question.
Okay, yeah, at least, okay, it's not used at least, okay? There we go. There we go. The kid probably didn't even know what it is. Your young boys, they don't know what that is. All right, they don't know what that is, nevertheless. On the floor, Justin ran over to pick it up. He threw it at his friend. Wow. Okay, if it was used, it would go up definitely in another level.
Shot the mid at him.
So like already, I never have kids that get trouble for funny stuff. They get trouble because they're being buttholes in class, right? Not like something funny.
Reason: student answered question with your mom. Discipline notice. Offense: made a Rice Krispie model of a penis. Action taken: 1 day OSS, 1 day ACE. Disciplinary referral.
Okay, if you give young boys something that they can mold, all right, no matter if it's high school, junior high, maybe even some elementary school, they're gonna make penises. It's just how young boys work and think. So there you go.
Reason: student got frustrated and stood up and said, "Duck this complicated ass 1, 2, 3 and ABC's the duck. Got me ducked up with your bullshit." Then walked out.
Okay, this kid just got frustrated with the lesson. Student got frustrated and stood up and said, "F this complicated ass 1, 2, 3s and ABCs. The F got me effed up with your bullshit," then walked out. At least like it's kind of funny, but I feel so bad for this kid that he's getting so hung up on 1, 2, 3s and ABCs. But I guess it at least went out in some kind of funny way. But and all this, you just imagine that happening in your class, right?
Actions taken prior to referral. Student was told to take a seat and he responded, "Duck," and punched a student.
Responded inward something and punched a student. And wow. Okay. Now it's not funny anymore if you're punching kids, but up to that point.
Discipline
yeah.
referral. Reason for the notice: student was allowed to do work on the board. He draw the picture of penis on the board.
Just what I said.
I warned him.
Exactly what
when
I
he
said.
draw first time, he did the same again.
Yep. I told you. It's just young boys are obsessed with genitalia. Their own genitalia.
Detention.
Girls, if you didn't know that,
Reason:
it's true.
when I asked the class who could solve my math problem, Katie stood up
Katie.
and screamed, "I volunteer," as tribute, at the top of her lungs, disturbing the rest of my class.
Oh, come on. That's not even... She's literally volunteering to do the math problem. If I had a kid that was like, "Hey, I need somebody to, okay, write up this answer. I need you to write the the I don't know, the Bill of Rights, okay? Um, write them up there, and a kid popped up and said a volunteer's tribute and did the thing or whatever. I'd be like, more power to you, Katie. Come on up. Here's the expo
Detention
marker.
report. Chris referred to another student as a half-breed.
Oh, okay. See, that's not okay. That's not funny at all. That is
Chris referred to another student as a half-breed.
that is an old racist saying. That's an old racist saying that they were like, especially it was among like Native Americans, were half breed. They were like half human. So that's actually not funny.
Detention notice. Reason. Threw lamp at another student and told him to lighten the duck up.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to condone the violence because that's not funny. Lighten that. Okay, I mean,
comments. Yeah. Drew large penis on whiteboard.
Yep, there we go. That's the third
Reason.
so far. We got
Flying
3.
his juice bottle like an airplane during review. Broken rule notice. Dear parent, your child has broken a school rule by inappropriate
I'll put their name out there.
Comments. Discussing girls' breasts and wanting milk from them.
Okay. So you have a boy, at least, and I'm saying at least, finally they've moved on to the other genders, like you know, other groups, genitalia now, but it's still obsessed with that stuff. It's just yikes.
Dear parents,
gosh,
Joni has been given a detention by the school for the following reason: using the internet to look up pictures of male sexual organs while the teacher was trying to
fake. Okay, no educator is gonna type MAIL. Fake news.
Give the class instructions.
But I absolutely know that some kids did that and got in trouble for it. That's just
detention.
Was that 4 now?
Reason: passing a note in class on which he wrote, "Your hair has a boner." Notice of student detention.
Is that 5 or 6 now?
Reason:
Male genitalia references.
Took off his shirt and then proceeded to pretend his pencil was a wand while screaming, "I'm a ducking wizard."
So they're just being stupid, right? Would you laugh at that? Let me know. Which types of these things that you're seeing so far do you think would be funny, or you just be like, ah, cringe, right? Just cringing. Because there's people that try to be funny and you just cringe. Which ones are actually funny and which ones are just cringe worthy? that's
discipline referral. Description: student entered class late and started singing new song called Ritz-Carlton. Student said, "Duck a shooter, I'm my own shooter." Parent contact.
Yeah, that's
I called
not cool
his
at all.
parent and his dad said I ran off on the plug twice and hung the phone up.
Yeah, trace it back to the parents, right? Okay, we're not messing around with school shooting, that's for sure.
Detention. Student has been issued a detention by professor because the following rule was violated.
Professor?
Following directions. Explanation: it's ugly and stupid. Shave it off.
Was that a beard mustache reference? Professors are in college. Is there any colleges ever that have detentions in the last 100 years?
This infinite minute detention is to be served on
the rest of your life. Did not like
lunch detention.
We talked about their facial hair.
Reason: told teacher to shut up.
Yeah. That's every school that's ever happened to every teacher that's ever lived.
Detention form: I'm in detention because I threw a very impressive Majestic paper airplane into the recycling bin. This is not how one is supposed to act because it could have impaled someone.
True.
My behavior make others feel unsafe because I could have been killed by a paper airplane. Will make the following adjustments so that this does not happen again. Not making massive Majestic airplanes, so I do not get the urge to throw them.
Kids, that's what the kids are always doing. They do in my class too. They try to, chuck it into somewhere or something like that. And I usually don't give them that hard of a time unless it's disrupting people or you missed. If you missed, I'm going to make fun of you. I'm going to make fun of you. I coach basketball well, and I said, all right, you're pre-cut from the team next year.
Detention notice. For the following reason.
Taking off your shirt,
off shirt in middle of class.
Wailing around, waving
me
around.
bro at another student.
There we go. Come at me, bro.
Shirt in middle of class and yelling, "Come at me, bro," at another student.
See, okay, what would be more funny with this though? Somebody that was like doing it in like with the intent of they actually wanted to fight. They took off their shirt and were like, "Yeah, come at me, bro," or just someone just goofing around. Which one would actually be more funny in that sense? I think they both could be, but I would do the cringe laugh if it was somebody that took it seriously.
Dress code violation.
Oh no.
Violation. Tuxedo. Reason for detention. Unhealthy smell in test. Student response. It is natural to fart. Should get 10 decent points for natural body function. Issue resolved. Yes. Smell dismissed. No. Attitude.
Yeah.
Masturbating in class. When confronted, removed shirt and said, "Come at me, bro." Sassy.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Didn't happen. That didn't happen.
He won't dress properly, nor pull up her shirt. Is making out with boys in the hallway. Won't leave Cora alone.
You don't see a lot of the girls, girls getting in trouble. It's by far, it's gotta be like 90% guys, right? And especially the younger you go, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I've never taught junior high other than like a few sub jobs, but they definitely get more immature. The boys, I mean, boys stay immature, with that. But that kind of stuff, the public displays of acting a fool, that's the boys. The girls are often more self-conscious of that stuff, so they don't do it. All right, what do we got?
Thumping another student on the head with a Bible and screaming infidel. Detention. Student
That's kind of funny if it was like a seminary class or some kind of religious studies class, I guess.
Sandwich across class screaming YOLO. Incident. Danny
I knew there'd be a YOLO
in class saying, "Show me your booty note."
Oh gosh. No, that's a hole, dude. Robot voice. They meant booty hole. Probably shouldn't say that either.
Joe's behavior in class was inappropriate and unacceptable. He started with excessive chair squeaking and ended with farting in a student's face.
Okay, so this is just annoying.
Numerous times to stop talking and do the assignment.
That's just being obnoxious. You're messing with people. That's just gross. Oh, the chair people that are like, ugh.
Description of
our
behavior.
Chairs suck enough.
Lucas entered the cafe in a rolling office chair. He was told by a monitor to return it to the journal office. He pushed it with his feet out the door very fast. A few minutes after, he ran in the cafe with a mask on his face, holding a sign saying "Occupy the cafeteria."
That's someone getting attention there. Here we go.
You may already know this, but in case Alex has neglected to tell you, I'm assigning him to detention for 1 hour this Friday, April 22nd.
Occupy Wall Street.
The reason is as
cafeteria.
follows. Alex consistently defied me. During class, he contradicted me numerous times when I insisted that the length of 1 kilometer was greater than that of 1 mile. Every other student in class accepted my lesson without argument.
He's wrong.
But your son refused to believe what I told him.
It's wrong.
Offering such rebuttals as, "You're lying to the class," and commanding other students to challenge my curriculum.
Kid's right. A mile is longer than a kilometer. Will this be resolved that way? Come on, we knew this. 1994.
Although
Come on,
he was
lady.
correct, Alex's actions show a blatant disregard for authority and a complete lack of respect for his school. In the future, Alex would be better off simply accepting my teachings without resistance. Please.
Just, you admit you're wrong and you move on. You don't make a bigger deal of it, person. That's not. The truth is more important than any of that authority stuff. The truth.
Regards.
Never fear the truth.
Reason for detention. Another student made the comment, "You need to push it in further." Innocent comment. And Alton added, "That's what she said."
That's what she said.
Detention.
I mean, that's just too easy of a setup. It's just way too easy of a setup.
Notice. Description.
Way too easy.
Told another student to go back to the house on Whore Island.
Oh, God, that's from
Featured
Anchorman. Anchorman joke.
Zachashula. Nobody. School nurses. Ice baby.
Wait, there's more jokes?
If you want to be featured in the next video, use #dankness. Reason for assigning detention. Disrupting class, claiming to be the reborn Jesus, and hitting another student with a Bible. Detention card.
Let's know that other kid.
Calling a teacher a muggle. Detention
Harry
notice.
Potter.
Stapling students' clothes together.
Like two people together.
How did you get involved?
I'll be honest, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny.
Ben kicked a ball at my face, so I scribed on his book. What were you thinking about when you scribed on his book? Really happy. Who
He's
has
like,
been affected by what you did? Well, Ben and you. What do you need to do to fix things up and make them rig? Firstly, don't kick boys too
country
hard.
is this?
How can we make sure this doesn't happen again? Stop before we act. The victim. How were you involved? Just scribe is every. What did you think when this happened? Really, really sad in fact. How has this affected you? He's not my friend anymore. What's been the worst or the hardest part for you? He was my only friend. What needs to happen to fix things up or put things right? He should never scribe. Does this fix the situation for you? Yes, Mr. Word.
I like, especially when they're young, where they're trying to teach them like, okay, what did you do wrong? How do you think this made the other person feel? What should you have done differently? I kind of like this, how they get through this process there, but it does give you so many opportunities to be like a smart ass about it.
Detention report. Reason for detention. Disrupting class by standing, unbuttoning his shirt to reveal a Superman t-shirt, and announcing he was Superman. Detention was assigned because the student was shaving his beard in class. Observed this student receiving oral sex from another student. I asked both students to report to the office. Chris went to class rather than the office. Chris was sitting in a chair with his pants down to his thighs, while the female was on her knees in front of him. Incident.
We'll get to the other point of that if that happened. I've never done the thing where it's like, go to the principal's office. Like what is that? Like, first off, they're not gonna go. And second off, what do you think? What do they think's gonna happen? The kid just walks in the office, is like, my teacher told me to come here, and they'd probably be like, well, why? And then they'd probably make up some BS. You gotta control the narrative, right? You gotta control the narrative. But I don't know if is that a thing. Like, I don't ever remember that. Even when I got in trouble as a kid, wasn't go down to the office. Like, what do you do, right? Like, what are you gonna do?
Description. Today in class, student had a program launched called Firefox.exe. I had told him to close the program and to resume work, but he told me that it was just a different browser and that he was doing his work. I had given him 2 warnings, but he insisted that it was just a better browser.
Yeah, you can't just download
anything wrong. I had then issued detention.
There you go. Wonder what they were using. By the way, they had just retired an Internet Explorer, by now, so.
K was running around yelling, seal of command fades. I cast seal of command cast holy shock. He then punched a boy in the mouth and yelled hammer of justice.
Nerd alert!
Description of incident. Student used the F word in the hall multiple times. When I said to him I should not hear that word, he told me to plug my ears and walked away.
Oh, smart ass.
Detention.
Whoa.
Reason. Disturbing other classmates with cat pictures during class.
Yes. That kid should, get that kid out of here. Get that kid out of here.
Disruptive behavior. Disrespect. Comments. I'm gonna twerk on you at homecoming. You better tip me. I ain't shacking this booty for free. Detention.
That's actually awesome.
Shouting out free colonoscopies with blue glove from lab on hand. Detention slip.
That was funny
Student's
too.
Name. Joseph. I broke the following rule. What goddamn rule? I need info now. I know that if I do something that I have agreed not to do, that there is a consequence. I understand that the consequence is detention. I understand that this rule was created for the following reason. I will pay you $50 if you give me one good reason why you gave me detention. You've been visited by
Did anyone even read that?
This doggo will protect you from all your enemies, but only if you comment. You're a hero, Super Doggo.
Super Doggo.
Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe for more daily videos.
People being confidently incorrect. I love that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to educating, like education and education in general. Those are great. Let me know if that's something you want me to hit up. All right, let's wrap up one. All right, plenty of kids getting trouble for a variety of reasons. You saw a lot of those trends, which were totally true about how kids often operate. And some, of course, I think are they're funny. Some of them are just, it's like just cringy, dumb stuff. But if you could be creative with it, like I said in the Students Being Smartasses video, you kind of get bonus points for that. All right, or at least I don't know. It doesn't make up for the behavior necessarily, but it helps a little bit. All right. Anyway, I've been having a lot of fun with these videos and the views have been great on it. So I appreciate you guys watching those. And if this is the kind of stuff you'd also like me to check out along with my normal history content, I'm willing to do that as well. It's been a lot of fun there, giving my perspective as a teacher, showing you this as well. Anyway, that collection was down below if you want to watch that again and check that out, support the original compilation. That'd be fantastic. And again, links to some other stuff down below as well. All right, with that, we'll see you next time. Bye.